the actual YouTube video. Anyway, so how's it going, everybody? We are live. Welcome to the Rookie Corner. This is just a showcase one in a way, because I've had Princess Aruka on here for a while, but she's got a new title name and still haven't started her channel yet, but she's getting there. And the comic book fan, I've tried a long time ago. I found him, and I wanted to have him on mostly to talk Dragon Ball, but I feel like that's more of a seasonal thing when that's coming around, which will be coming around pretty soon, I think.
Oh, it will.
Yeah, with Dragon Ball Super. And then the Geek in Disguise has been around for a while over here, just haven't had him on the channel. So just because you're the closest channel that I know right now, Geek in Disguise, introduce yourself to the chat.
Hey, everybody. Geek in Disguise over here. Just your small-time amateur YouTube content creator still getting his channel off the ground. Think I'm making solid progress, but if you guys want to check me out, head on over youtube.com/thegeekindisguise and watch a few videos. If you like what you see, you can join that Geek Squadron and smash that subscribe button.
Hell yeah.
I update regularly. I do daily streams most parts, sometimes in the morning, sometimes at night. So I try to
streaming all day long. Nice. And then Princess Aruka, why don't you introduce your new name so everybody can get familiar? I'll still probably always call you Aruka, but
yeah, it's fine. You can do that. Anyway, I'm originally Princess Aruka, but now I'm Leah Tharakaya from 776. And the reason for that is Leah is pretty much my favorite character, and he's actually shares the same name with my main character of the story I'm writing. And Tharakaya 776 is actually my favorite Fire Emblem game. So yeah, and my avatar is actually the main character, but you can't tell he's a male, which is awesome.
Yep, and her story is really well. I've read about 6 chapters into her story so far. It's like 100 or so pages typed on Microsoft Word, so that's a nice one in progress, and that's just her first draft. So
yep,
so evolving big time.
And working on trying to find a freaking writing group.
Yep, you'll find one. You can probably find some on Twitter too. And the comic book fan, why don't you introduce yourself, man?
Hello, everyone. Here, this is the Comic Fan 1992 here. Today, I will be introducing myself, and I do comic reviews. I also do my favorite young series of all time, Marvel and DC comics, and I also do anime and manga. I'm currently doing Eden Zero. I'm trying to catch up with that series, and also, if you see my avatar, yes, I'm a big fan of Iron Man and Thor and Dragon Ball Z or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, so and by the way, I'm super hyped for Dragon Ball Super and eventually Season 2 of Titans. Oh, so much greatness.
Hell yeah. Yeah, cannot wait for Dragon Ball Super to return as well for its next seasons. But I'm going to take a look at the chat real quick, and then we can start talking about some favorite games or whatever you guys want to talk about. We'll also have the Ancient One probably rolling late. He's never usually on time. He's in mountain time, so he's always like an hour off. But that's all good. And drawing for the fun of it, if he's got some free time, will also pop in. But let's say hello. So we got the Senate in the chat. How's it going, man? I've seen you around on some other people's streams. We got Jesse from Exaggeration Nation. He says El Diablo is here. And then we got 19K Fox. What's up, man? Seen you around. And Tito George. What is up? Seen you around from Wish Upon a Vlogs channel.
And Riot Kitty is here, which is awesome.
And Riot Kitty, heck yeah. Yeah, she watched the Alien watch party with me earlier with Mary Mayhem and Proper Jeremy.
I love Alien.
Yeah,
I actually don't like Alien.
It's okay.
I'm not a big fan of it either.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I like the movie. It was a solid movie, but a personal fan of that kind of sci-fi is not really my thing.
I see. I like those movies a lot. I mean, I like science fiction a lot. That's just personally my thing, and maybe that's just how I grew up with those films. And I grew up with that franchise. It's just, as a fan of that franchise, I just had to say that franchise crashed and burned. I mean, like, that's just personal experience how I feel. And I'm really upset how the last one ended. I just feel like if whatever Disney goes, please, for the love of God, do not have Ridley Scott come back. I swear to God, I'll lose my mind.
Think about that. Disney making Alien films.
Yeah.
Please no.
Oh, I'm picturing a xenomorph riding on a kid's bike in a basket, flying away.
Hey, that will be a billion times better for what they did to the past Alien. What's your word? Yeah, past 4 Alien films. I'm sorry. I just too many disappointing films. Just too many. I mean, after the first 2, it just crashed and burned. And I feel like we need something that could bring that sucker back. Go on.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna cast The Rock or something.
That would have been good. That would make $1 billion damn dollars.
They'll have the aliens come to Earth as xenomorphs, and he'll be in his car or truck or something, and have his one shotgun, shooting and reloading with one hand or something. That's going to be the new alien.
That's what I always. You know what I always dream? See him. You know the G.I. Joe movie that he was in? Let's have Optimus Prime and have him drive Optimus Prime. One of the greatest fucking awesome movies ever made. I'm like, dude, it'll make an instant billion. I mean, I'm not kidding. It'll be an instant billion. It's just, oh man, that's just how I personally feel.
Yeah, makes sense.
I mean, the way how everything is on that franchise and everything else, and The Rock, I heard he's been teased for, or he's teasing that he's meeting up with Marvel. So I feel like either 2 things happened in that. Either he had a disagreement with Warner Brothers, and this goes why I can't stand how, even though I have a love-hate relationship of the DC universe, I can't stand the company. I just can't stand Warner Brothers. It's just like they push actors and actresses away, and I'm like, it's only a matter of time where they just say, pull the plug, just do these couple of few films, and then that's it, we're done, we're out of here.
Yeah, but I do give them credit for, even though they failed like 50 times, they still keep on trying, and they've come up with a few decent ones, I suppose.
Yeah, they have done a great job on Aquaman. They've done a great job on Shazam. But I'm saying about the main core movies, like we don't have a Batman movie anytime soon, and when we do, it's going to be outside of the DC universe. And I think that the Joker film is going to be the beginning of the slowly of the departure of the DC EU.
I would love it if they would create a franchise with Joker and include Matt Reeves' Batman into it, and give James McAvoy his own Riddler movie, and just kind of start establishing the villains, and like just do a consolidated kind of Dark Knight style trilogy built on those as the foundation.
Oh, okay, that would have been interesting. Just got to you just have to have a really interesting story that it'll work.
Well, what kind of inspired that was in the Joker trailer, you see Joker interacting with Bruce Wayne when he's like 8 or 9, behind the fence, and he's like making him smile. So I'm like, man, if you can establish that kind of history and you flash forward 20 years, there's your young Batman, who has that already personal, intimate connection with the Joker from such a young age. It's like, man, God, they could just take advantage of it.
Yeah, if only. But all right, so let's just get into some topics, I guess. I feel like if we're going to cover any news-ish topics or something recent, we can do that in a little bit. But I know that most of you guys are gamers on the panel right here. I think all 3 of you are gamers. Yeah, and I haven't really had a gaming topic on my channel yet. So I don't really know if there's something recent game you guys want to talk about, or talk about some of your favorite or least favorite games. Anyone, just go ahead and start. Something.
Let's see. I'm not looking forward to the Final Fantasy VII remake. I think we're getting closer to its release, but yeah, I think they're kind of really dropping the ball with that one. Don't know why they couldn't stick closer to the original and had to go chopping it up into 3 episodes and pay per episode, and
for a video game.
Yeah, like did you play the original Final Fantasy VII on PlayStation?
Nope, I was Xbox kid.
Dude, that game was mint, man. It's like one of the best games ever made. And they first were going to do a remaster, just a HD remake of it, which would have been fantastic, especially if you've seen Advent Children. But they started spiraling off. They're changing the battle system. They're breaking it up into episodes.
Yes.
They're making a couple other minor
edits,
adjustments to it. So
I'm sorry.
All right, I'll turn your volume down if there's a volume going in, some background noise. Are you good?
Yeah, just hold on.
Okay. All right, I'll turn your volume down while there's background noise.
I'm shocked, man. You should really look into that, dude. I don't know if you like Japanese RPGs, but it's a fantastic story. And it's one of those games
why I don't like living in an apartment with other people.
You can have good graphics, but a solid storyline too, because it was really a solid balance of both for the time in like 1994 and being 3D.
Okay, yeah, no, I haven't played that. When you said Final Fantasy, I was thinking Soul Calibur, but I never played that either. That's just what I thought of. Yeah, I wasn't a huge gamer. I was more in the I grew up in Nintendo 64-ish, and then PlayStation 1, and then Xbox, and then Xbox 360 kind of era, I suppose. Yes.
I'm gonna have to learn how to mute myself.
So yeah, remember how I showed you the camera setting there? There should be a microphone thing right next to it. So if there's noise in your room or something, you can just press that, and then we can't hear you.
Okay. I haven't been on these for a while, so
that's all right. It's a learning process. It's all good. All right. So somebody in the chat said that the Senate said, "Has anyone heard the Joker movie will be used as a political statement?" I don't know. I haven't heard about that.
Oh yes. Actually, that's actually been coming up a lot here lately. The politics they're going to start using in movies like the Joker with the Trump-based Thomas Wayne, and in the upcoming Wonder Woman 84 with the Trump-inspired Maxwell Lord back in the 70s and 80s. So it's
we can't avoid it. I want to avoid it. I want to escape, please.
Well, like, are they really doing a thing, or is that just how it's kind of being spun? Because
that's how they're doing it.
Sometimes there's just like a coincidence-ish in how they do something, but if it's like
no, it's intentional. Back when they first started doing the casting for the Joker, Alec Baldwin was up for Thomas Wayne, and he actually took to Twitter and said he's leaving the project because he doesn't want to play a Trump-based character.
He plays that all the time on SNL. What's he talking about?
I think that's his thing. He doesn't want to get typecast like in like the movies and stuff now. It's that persona.
Okay, that makes sense.
He was pretty good in Boss Baby, though. He was the only good thing in Boss Baby.
That's funny. But no, like some people were saying that like Thanos was like some type of a Trump thing, and I'm like, I don't see that at all. Like, I feel like that some of that's interpretation, I think, sometimes, but they do push more of that stuff these days. I will admit. It's quite annoying.
That was the point of movies, man. Escapism, dude. We want to get away from reality. We don't want to be browbeaten with everything that we see every day on social media and the news and everywhere else.
No, but now we need to see ourselves on TV, even though I don't ever want to do that. Yeah, I don't know. 19K Fox says Purple Man bad. Yep. Pretty much. Have you guys seen Avengers Endgame? I know comic fan has. Did you, Geek?
Yes.
I think it's best we avoid spoilers for
I know. Yeah,
like a month.
Oh no, I'm not going to spoil stuff for the chat. I was just saying if they have. You guys have seen it.
I'll touch base. I was not happy, and I'll leave it at that. If you want to know how unhappy I was, you can go to my channel and watch my review. That's
a good sell. That's good. No, I kind of liked it. I mean, I thought it was fine.
I liked a lot of parts of it, but overall, as a whole film, story-wise, I just was not happy with the route they took.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get out of Endgame so people won't tell us you're spoiling. Ah!
Yep. Remember that part where the Punisher came in and he talked to Batman and they were going to go try to find Zod, and I can't think of enough imaginary characters right now to form a stupid lie. So that's all good. So Oh, we got Lou in the chat. Lou, I don't think I've seen you around here before. What's up, man? Or Io. Lou. I don't know if that's L or I. But yeah, so games. Yeah, I don't really know what to talk about with this other than
Okay,
I suppose
I have stuff to talk about.
I was gonna say, like, as far as like quality, like I feel like the N64 games, like Super Mario and some of the old ones, had a lot more content in them than some that are released now that are charged for $60 and you still have to download content. I'm like, I could spend days doing an N64 game and still not complete their stuff. As to where, like, I could play a Call of Duty campaign and get that done in a couple hours. But I don't know. Comic book fans got to go. All right. Yep. He just hit the road. Yeah, I figured he was kind of quiet. That's all right.
Okay.
Right, Kitty. If you want to come in here, I'll send you a link.
Yes, please. Let's have Right Kitty in.
Actually, send her one now. Anyway, I don't know if you're busy, but I'm sending you a link anyway.
Right Kitty is awesome.
Indeed. Oh yeah, so I'll say something. I'm having a project in the works that's coming. That will, if you thought that my Rookie's Test trilogy was good, this next one will be like 5 times better than that.
Oh yes, I love your projects.
Thanks. The Ancient One has joined us. What's up, man?
Dude. Hello.
Oh, it's okay.
No?
He'll probably exit in a sec and then come back in a few times. Whenever he comes in, there's always an audio issue. Like 3, 2, 1, speak. Okay, yep. Like normal.
Okay.
right on cue. That's all good. Right,
hey,
Kitty.
We're finally on the live stream together.
Right, Kitty. If you're doing homework, don't worry about it. It's all good. I'll just an idea. Don't want to distract you too much. All right. The Senate and talking to Geek in Disguise. What's up? Dunstan checks in. It's greater than Endgame. What?
Dunstan checks in with the monkey and the little dude. Oh man, I forget where it was. And George from Seinfeld, where the kids live at the hotel, and then they bring the monkey in, and all these shenanigans start happening.
Sounds like a classic Nickelodeon film.
Actually, a pretty decent movie though for the time. I mean, it was one of your better monkey-based movies.
Yay!
Well, I'm sorry. Let me phrase that because
homework.
Your orangutan-based movies. You gotta get it right nowadays. You just can't say monkey. You can't broaden that spectrum. It's.
I'm okay if I'm
it's funny. Growing up, they always called Curious George a monkey when he's actually a chimp. So.
I don't think I've heard of that one. Going back to chimp ones, I've seen like MVP, the most valuable primate, back in the day. You guys remember that?
Remember Monkey Trouble with the girl from American Beauty?
Monkeys have tails, chimps do not.
The little spider monkey that was stealing all the stuff.
Oh, I remember that.
God, y'all take me back to my childhood. That's back there with like the prehysteria days. Oh, surf ninjas. What?
Hell yeah, you guys ever see the 3 Ninjas?
Oh, I got the whole collection, man. Me and my boy watch them all the time.
Hey, there, Ancient One.
He's gone.
Nope, take 5.
Again.
He'll have to leave it again. I know. I don't know what's up with the audio with him. Do you have your headphones plugged in, or do you have? Yeah, I don't know if he can hear us if he doesn't have his headphones in. But we'll see. I think he's used to Discord chats. That's why he's not as attuned to the Google Hangouts. Did you watch my tutorial on Google Hangouts, man? It shows how to deal with this stuff for the most part. That's all good. Oh yeah, but okay. So, anything particular you guys want to talk about since it's just us 3?
Coming in July, Fire Emblem has a new game.
Fire Emblem.
What is Fire? Why do I know that name?
Fire Emblem is a tactical Japanese RPG where you deal with magic and other kind of fantasy stuff. And they have a new one for the Switch, and I cannot wait to play it.
That's why.
It's like
got that on the 3DS. Yeah, the Conquest.
Look, Fate's story is, I'll say it right now, as a writer, writer, it's bullshit. There's so many plot holes. However, I do like the graphics, and with Three Houses, they're going back to maybe like a throwback to the original games, which I am happy for. And I really would like to play it on my channel if I can figure out how to freaking record on the freaking Switch.
Can anybody hear me?
Yes, now we do.
Yes,
I said you were just hearing me going on a rant on video games.
A crazy rant. Oh yeah.
Did you plug in your headphones and it started working, or what?
Had to do some option adjusting. So
Okay.
I'm just glad I'm in the live stream with you all.
All right, and it's working. That's good.
Oh yeah.
All right, we got Entertainment Hacker in the chat and Snowdub Entertainment.
And, how do you pronounce that teenage THARCIA?
What?
He's pretty much trying to spell his name.
Oh, okay. Yep. Makes sense. And all right, let's see. Entertainment Hacker says, drop a like, watching the kids. Always tied up. Yep. He's got a couple of stinkers he's got to watch.
I just watched a little bit of footage from Rambo 5. It actually looks kind of cool.
They have the trailer out for it?
No, Sylvester Stallone released a little bit of behind the scenes of the action scenes. I mean, kind of from the cameraman's perspective, but yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good.
Okay. Actually, I think I've only seen one Rambo film.
I haven't seen any Rambo
one where he's
film.
killing Koreans or something. I don't know.
I haven't seen
That would have been the
any.
latest one.
The crazy Rambo film.
All I know is the memes going around with Rambo, and also I have never seen a Chuck Norris film.
Neither have I.
Yeah, that makes sense. He's only a total gym guy as far as we know.
To be honest, now that I think back, yeah, I've never watched a Chuck Norris movie. I never even watched the Chuck Norris TV show.
I've watched reviews of them, but can't watch a full film. No way.
I never liked Chuck Norris.
Imagine what would happen if you saw Chuck Norris get ass handed by Sega Sachiro. What would you do?
By who?
Sega Sachiro.
Renovations, I think hypothetical questions. What would you do?
Yep.
This is
Hey there, right, Kitty?
Hello there.
Right, Kitty.
Riot! Huggies!
Virtual hug.
All right. Did you get your homework done?
Yep.
Okay, good. Now you can stream.
Huggies!
Alrighty,
Riot
so
is awesome. She's cool when she's on screen. Riot is awesome. She's like a dream.
We've been discussing
Chuck Norris doing a crazy commercial.
her
I'm
Witcher
Chuck
remake.
Norris, and I approve of this. Oh no, not this guy. You didn't buy excuse me. You didn't buy second franchise. I punish you now. Oh shit. I need.
Hey,
bad.
family friendly.
Oh, crap.
Remember, we have
My
someone with
bad.
kids watching.
that's fine.
My bad.
He'll live.
Oh crap. I
That's
knew
fine.
this would happen eventually. Friggin' Sega Sachiro trying to convince me to buy second franchises, but no, I refused. And then
Dude, how about that Rage 2 coming out? Hey, y'all play?
Rage.
Did you ever play the first Rage?
I haven't.
Oh man,
I
it's
haven't
great. It's a
either.
great game for the time, but man, Rage 2 is like Unreal Tournament meets Far Cry, New Dawn, plus just an all-around like just fun video game.
huh.
It's more
I mean, it
open
does look
world
kind of interesting from the
MMORPG
trailer,
style. Like
Riot, speak up. We can't really hear you.
I'll turn your volume up a little bit. All right, there you go.
All right, can you hear me?
Gosh,
Yeah.
How about that Metal Gear Solid movie they're working on?
Huh, I have no
They're
idea.
working on a Metal Gear Solid?
Yep.
You mean an actual Solid Snake movie?
Yes.
Is it going to be rated R? Please let it be rated
Oh,
R.
from what I understand,
Have to
yes,
be
that's what they're
rated
aiming
R.
for.
Yes!
Is somebody like fondling their microphone? Okay, now
I'm
stop.
not.
The guy who did Kong Skull Island is directing it, so hopefully.
Oh, please don't hire Brie Larson.
I
Oh,
mean,
no.
that's kind of promising. I did like that movie.
That would suck if
As long as he doesn't hire Brie Larson or Samuel L. Jackson in this movie, I am good.
Brie Larson and Samuel Jackson have been in quite a few movies together, oddly.
yes, they have actually.
They've been together in a lot of movies.
That's weird.
How about that petition to have
Makes
her
you
removed?
wonder, doesn't it? Conspiracy theories. Da, 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 da.
Have you guys seen that going around yet? The petition to have Brie Larson removed from the MCU?
Oh, no, I haven't.
Karma, I don't know what is.
If I would sign it. Click the link. I will sign it.
Yeah, it won't likely happen. They're going balls deep into this. So
The SJWs are eating her alive, man. They're like, we want a lesbian black woman to play Captain Marvel.
Oh my
Like, hey,
god.
well, I mean, they have Monica Rambeau, but still, it's interesting to see them consume her now, and like, just it's like, let's get her out of there.
Imagine Imagine of what would happen if you saw Brie Larson going on a psychopathic rampage to the point where she just attacks the entire production crew just because she felt like it. What would you do?
She would be put into jail with what's her name? That actress who kept on going to jail for drugs and stuff like
Lindsay
that.
Lohan.
Yes. She can go to jail with Lindsay Lohan.
She would be like,
And she's like dealing with the very director from the Westerado video game. Hey, you.
Hello, I am Lindsay Lohan. Brie Larson. I am Brie Larson. I'm the new me. Thank you very much. I am Lindsay Lohan.
I'm
I'm so sorry I'm making fun of these people. I'm so sorry.
Well, they do make it easy.
Yes.
mhm.
All right, so Ancient One, since your microphone's working and we got you on, has there been a topic that you've wanted to discuss for a while?
Let me see. Versus debating, I suppose. We could also bring about
You got a few?
if I were to bring up a live action matchup, could you imagine what would happen if we ever decided to do Godzilla versus Gamera in the style of the 1960s Showa era? I mean, just imagine how much work that would involve.
A lot of people here don't know all of
Filmmakers don't
things
dare
they
put in that
think.
kind of effort anymore.
Yeah,
Really,
they don't
but-
care.
It's just easier for them to CGI than it is to be practical. But see,
Yeah.
that's why movies have lost heart as opposed to the movies of the 80s and early 90s where they took 2-3 years to make and produce because of all the physical and intensive work that went into making them, like Jurassic Park and The Labyrinth. And I mean,
Dark Crystal. Dark Crystal.
Yeah.
Dark Crystal.
Oh.
I love
Which
that.
I
time
suppose
Dark
Dark
I
Crystal's a
Crystal.
classic.
I think it's like the same thing that happened to animation. You know, it's just like we all got these tools
all
now,
flash
but then
now,
everyone's
yeah.
become complacent,
And this
everyone's
is
become
why
lazy.
when I make my reboot of Witch called Guardians of the Veil, it's gonna be hand drawn.
There's the new Dark
yes.
Crystal sequel is actually going to be all puppeteered in the style of the first movie.
Yay!
Whoa, nice.
Yeah, like at least somebody's actually going to pay some homage and respect to the source, like the earlier classics, and because some of them you just
where
can't
can I
convey
contact people, and where can I sign up to join? I would love to be part of the Dark Crystal universe.
That would be awesome.
Considering I grew up with that movie and it's my favorite Jim Henson movie, and I completely had a crush on Jim and Kira, and I had a crush on both of them, and I wanted a little fizz gig.
My favorite Henson movie is Ninja Turtles 1990, of course, but
Oh yeah, good
That was
old
pretty good.
days.
Those ones are all right.
they're classics, man. The first one was solid. The second one was kind of iffy. The third one was just garbage.
Okay, speaking of Ninja Turtles, what do you think of the Michael Bay Ninja Turtles?
No!
Absolute garbage.
Yeah.
Garbage! Throw it into the trash and never see it again.
Speaking of that franchise, what kills me is Nickelodeon is rebooting it again, but yet they're bringing in Michael Bay to reboot it. And I'm like, well, if your first Michael Bay franchise failed, why would you bring him in again to reboot it again?
Oh my gosh.
Well, I think it made money, but it's just widely disliked.
Dude, the first one didn't really, I think, made a little bit. The second one didn't really make anything at all.
Seriously, how many series am I gonna have to rewrite and reboot by myself?
Oh yeah, I am rewriting She-Ra.
Worst case scenario, Mitchell Bay reboots Beavis and Butthead.
No, dude, I had a great idea for Beavis and Butthead about 10 years ago with John Heder and Bill Hader as Beavis and Butthead and Jonah Hill as Stewart. Matthew McConaughey.
If you guys are on Twitter, please retweet a couple of my tweets. I'm trying to get people to notice the Witch reboot. So I'm making, and I'm trying to get a lot of people on board. So, yeah, please help.
That's a good idea. Got some creativity going. Yeah, you and Right Kitty are both doing a lot of
trying to get some hype on it, and maybe hopefully get a original VA from the show to support it.
Yeah, that'd be cool if
that
that
would be
could
really
happen.
cool.
I want what I have for the original voice actors, of which is pretty much have them play the parents of the new ones.
Sweet.
Crazy.
Pretty much it's the same characters, but because I'm not changing it and making it, like, oh yeah, these are the new people, different names, different. No, it's the same girls, same world, just expanded, and the original VAs of the girls are going to play as their parents.
Nuts.
Oh yeah, like Thundercats 2011. I like that.
And yeah, I thought it would be a good way to have continually nods to the original.
Continuity? Is that what you're looking for? Yeah.
And have them and actually, make it so it's a good reboot because they were the original witch girls. So it's kind of like, hey, even though I'm going to do this with your character, I still want your support, please.
Heck yeah, that'd be cool. Drawing for
Unlike the new She-Ra, where they waited 3 months for the opening of the new season to even acknowledge the co-creator's death of the original.
Yeah, that was just, I did not like that at all.
Nope.
Dude, it was like the same thing with Rooster Teeth and Monty. Like at least they acknowledged his death, but they just keep smacking
Silence.
his name on there.
Yeah, right, Kitty? I think I need to make you one of my co-creators of Guardians of the Veil. You understand a lot of my problems and issues.
Oh yeah.
Then I could be the executive producer.
Yes.
I'll have Rookie do the crazy directing, And I'll even get him in line with that crazy Italian director from Westerado.
Yeah, sorry. No Italian
kidding.
directors. We kind of want to keep this, Italian and American, considering that the original series was actually made in Italy. So it's kind of, let's...
All right, well,
I'm
join
just
for the fun of
trying
it
to
in the
be
chat.
really good, make it a really good reboot.
Yeah. But join for the fun of it's in the chat. He says, "Hey everyone, sorry I'm a bit late. Just wanted to say hi. I don't have much time right now as I'm working on someone's manga right now since everyone in Japan is on Golden Week." Well, that's awesome, dude.
Hey.
That's awesome, dude.
Nice.
Yep, he says he'll be happy to stream one of these times to talk about movies, comics, serial killers, any topic, as long as except politics. That's
Well,
good.
we're never gonna do politics on the stream, so
No.
Yep.
we will
yeah,
avoid
yeah.
it like the plague.
Yeah, drawing for the fun of it is a great artist. He actually drew a picture of me, or more specifically, my future Geoff self, from my skits. He does a really good job.
Yeah,
so
I
going through-
actually have him maybe working on. Hopefully, he saw my descriptions of. I didn't give him the full cast because that would be evil.
Yep. Good idea. Keep it small.
So I just gave him the main good guy cast.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. That's good. Is somebody rubbing against their mic?
Yeah, who is rubbing against their mic?
What the
That's not me.
Okay.
What the?
That just sounds like it.
Yeah,
Sounds like
right
it's
to-
close. Or somebody outside or something, or I don't know, it just sounded like
I'm
there's
inside here.
It sounded like there's extra noise on somebody's, and that's all good.
Hold up. Let me switch mics just in case.
Okay.
Maybe it's like static noise or something. I don't know.
Yep, that's all good. Well, all right. So actually, somebody's coming over to my house in a little bit, like 20 minutes. So if there's any specific topics that you guys want to talk about, now would be the best time to get them out of your systems. So, does anybody?
How about
Share-
Shazam?
Is this better?
Post my Twitter feed on here so people can try and.
I've actually been wanting to talk about Shazam for a little bit but everything's being overrun by damn Endgame. Dude, Shazam is struggling.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
do
go
want to
see
go
it.
see Shazam. I do want to go see that, but I don't have any time right now. It's
It
like
hasn't even hit 350 million yet. It's getting swamped between Captain Marvel and freaking Endgame.
And that's sad. Not
Yeah,
even joking.
yeah, I didn't really want to go see it either, to be honest. I didn't see that or Captain Marvel.
I mean, honestly, it's kind of understandable because, Captain Marvel and Endgame are part of the biggest cinematic universe of all time, and then Shazam's part of a kind of a failing
And
cinematic
Carl Dent
universe, so-
and Carl Dent and they think Carl Danvers can defeat Superman. That's absurdity.
Yep.
Kind of is, yeah.
And since I'm a versus debater, I would pretty much can safely say that Superman would win in a fight against Carl Danvers. I mean,
course
for a
he
number of reasons. Yeah.
I think that's a moot subject.
I think
Pretty
a good one to
much.
start if you're to start posting videos for a channel would be to do like a Superman versus Goku one, because that's like always and like inevitably the most hottest topic.
Oh,
Is who
yeah.
wins.
You know what I would like to see? People are going to call me crazy. I would like to see a James Wan directed Dragon Ball movie with Zack Snyder for visuals and co-director.
Ooh,
Oh, I wonder how that would turn out.
that would be pretty.
I think
don't
that
know.
would be an amazing film.
Have Randy
Just-
Savage and Kool-Aid Man just jump in going, oh, yeah.
Just straight go classic Dragon Ball, balls to the wall. You know, I think them two paired up could do a heck of a job on that kind of movie.
I don't know. I feel like they'd make it look cool, but I don't know if they'd make the story as well.
That's where James Wan would come in.
Because it's like Dragon Ball is such a anime type show that and
Yeah.
it's very humor based. So translating to live action is
Don't bring
always
up the live action Dragon Ball movie. That was horrible.
Oh,
What
yes,
live
the
action Dragon Ball
live-action
movie?
Dragon Ball movie.
The last time I
Channing
checked, that
Tatum or
movie never happened.
Back now.
I remember they said they were going to make it, but I don't think it ever came out, did it?
Oh.
No. Nope.
That would be a movie I would prefer to forget ever.
Craziness.
Sorry, but we really can't forget movies that were already made. So
I can.
They burn in our brains.
I can't.
No.
Push it deep down.
Imagine
That's one of those I can actually forget.
Imagine if
What movies you
Warburg
can't- what
did a
movies-
live-action Sailor Moon film. What would you do?
Well, real great.
Hold on. Okay.
Shit.
Hold on. I mean,
Actually-
honestly, like,
Shoot. Why did I?
Hey,
No. Why did I?
can
Why did I do that?
can-
I don't.
stay away from
I want to say this
the
right now.
card
Actually, there
captors
was
and
a
I mean, if we're
live-action
gonna-
Sailor Moon, but it was like
If
Power
there was,
Crap.
You know, and like the girls would blow stuff up and stuff.
Okay, I'm with Riot on that one. If it was like Power Rangers.
No, it would be woke.
They'd have to be over
No!
18.
That's the sad thing, man. And I'm sorry to say, but that's the trend for those types of movies nowadays. Like the new Charlie's Angels, it's supposed to be just straight woke. It's like, come on, people, get off that crap. Can we just have classic good entertainment?
Here's the thing that sometimes I hate to say it, but that somewhat sells in that day and in this day and age. But I mean, you know, they want to see hot fucking women being up fucking bunch of bitches. That's all it is. I mean, granted, you could have a great storyline off it, but yet again,
I remember when Charlie's Angels used their femininity to get what they wanted. And then
Now I can
last
finally
resort
say
was
that
kick
Totally
ass.
Spies is a better.
I mean, like,
Charlie's
hell, I mean,
Angels
in
than
the-
Charlie's Angels.
I mean, how was
Totally Spies. I love that show.
The original Charlie's Angels was just a self-aware show. Like they knew it, but didn't emphasize on it and shove it down your throat. And it worked.
It worked? No, yeah, like you said, but it worked for its time. I mean, yeah, you had three badass women who look gorgeous, but also can kick some ass and have great storyline. I just feel like in Hollywood sometimes, when it comes to like those type of movies, it's very hard because usually you got to give one over the other. You can't have both. I mean, it's very rare to have both, but it's just like it's just very hard to do that. And you know, I kind of feel like with the right director and the right script, maybe you'll get it right. But it's like, let's just say it's very hard to come by. Now, for Sailor Moon and manga adaptations, well, that sometimes it's 50-50. Hell, my favorite manga series, Alita, Battle Angel.
I love Alita.
Oh, I read
me too.
Alita rules.
I bought a.
I mean, like Alita was one of my favorite movies of this year, besides Avengers Endgame and all that stuff and Broly. But I mean, like for me, that was like a dream come true. But I'm gonna say this right now: if the sequel does come, awesome. But I'm not expecting much because I personally feel that what they have done can't replicate that. It's the first time that manga in Hollywood that was one of the big names in shonen got a perfect adaptation. Yes, there were massive changes to its manga counterpart, but it worked. It had a lot of it was basically the same
I can't wait
plot.
to get the Blu-ray.
Me too.
I watched
Yeah.
I mean, like,
the movie twice.
I can't wait to get the Blu-ray and DVD combo pack. That's I
That's what I
okay.
want.
The one thing.
That'd be awesome.
I want to play Motorball, for goodness sake. That sounds
Was that right, Kitty? What was that?
Oh, the one thing I think the movie could have done better is Hugo. That's all I'm saying.
yeah.
Like if
Could
they
have
just
been
cut
better.
out
Say
some
that
of the
again?
later parts and put his origin in there, he would be a much better character, and then you would feel bad for him when he.
Oh yeah, I
dies.
could agree with that, but yet again, you're coming to a live action format. You got to cut things. You got to take things out. This is why I wanted an animated series because of that. I was hoping we would get one, but since James Cameron has the rights, I don't feel like no studio's ever going to do it because he has the rights, and we're only going to get the live action versions because of that.
You know what I
And
don't
that's-
understand? Why has
And I feel
James
like-
Cameron not created his own studio?
Yeah.
That's
He could do
you would
it.
think he would. You would think he would by this point, but I guess he's hogging on Avatar, which no one gives a shit on
He'd have to
because
be
Avatar
dedicated.
was. I'm gonna say this right now. I'm sorry. He is lost his mind on these Avatar films because no one is gonna care about these movies.
Yeah,
making
it's kind of
Until
like
they come out.
how long has it
No one
been
cared about the
since
first one
last
until it
Avatar
came out.
movie?
But no. This is the problem. I've seen Hollywood does this a lot of times. When it comes to a sequel that's years later, I'm sorry, no one really cares. For example, the fucking Blade Runner movie, that no one gave a shit about that film. The Independence Day film, no one cared about that film. The Pacific Rim 2, yeah, even though it made money and it got its budget back, but really, no one cared for it.
Then we look at Toy Story 4 and The Incredibles
But yeah,
2 and Mad Max, Fury Road, and
those movies. Oh, here's the thing about those movies. Those movies are just bigger than life itself. Those movies are Disney films, so no matter what they do, they're gonna get its money. Those movies are gonna get their
and
money
guess
back.
what's a Disney film now? Avatar.
I don't agree. I think that's still James Cameron film.
Oh, Avatar. I mean, Disney owns the rights now.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
Avatar was simply Pocahontas or Ferngully. Just
It had a very weak story.
To me, I'm gonna say this right now. The only thing that will prove me wrong is the box office and the reviews. If I'm proven wrong, then I'll say I'm proven wrong. But I just feel like you're making these movies so late that I'm not really interested. You have to get. It's going to take it really hard to people to get like me in boards because it's just like you should have done these movies way back when it was hot. Like I'm a guy where you got to make it now, or you make it as soon as like 2 or 3 years.
James Cameron took 10 years to make the first Avatar movie. Granted.
Yeah.
Although it had albeit weak, very just generic storyline. The thing that drove that movie was the technological
I could tell every single little beat, and it was annoying. It's annoying when you can tell the story.
Hang on a second. What's going to make Avatar 2 so
I could barely hear Key for some reason.
What's going to make the sequel so special? And
I think it must be my connection.
Yeah.
Can I finish?
Go ahead, man.
Yep.
Is the technology that he is creating and innovating. Like, that's what's taken so long for the sequel to come out. He's doing things nobody else has done in Hollywood. The reason why he said what he said to James Wan about how his movie was good but it looked fake is because James Cameron is actually filming real-time underwater live action sequences. The dude created a whole new process for the mapping for the suit because like Kate Winslet can hold her breath for 7 minutes. He trained a team of teenagers to hold their breath for 5 minutes so he can shoot real-time live action underwater scenes. And
you got a point there.
And like that's what I say, it's not so much about the movies as that I look at them as a fan. I look at the technology and how it propels the industry because the stuff he's doing is like
I can agree on that. I can agree on that. But my whole problem is it's just like look, I'll just say this. It was like 10 years, whatever, how long Alita. But I mean, like, personally for me, I just feel like, and just how I look at it, it's like, if you take a long time, people care. Granted, you have a good right where no one has done what he's done. But yet again, I kind of feel like but I feel like it takes a lot. Fucking dog.
I mean, 10 years is a long time. I agree. But I look at it, too, as if you need to take the time to make the movie the way you want and tell the story you want visually, and you have to wait on certain technology to catch up, or you have to, like you got with Weta, and invented and developed a new 4K underwater camera that can film action sequences without a green screen. So, like, to perfect all that so you can make your movies, it's like, dude, if that's what you need to do, take your time, man, because so many movies rush sequels out anymore. It's it's so poorly done, and it's a horrible formula that these studios have started developing, and where they just mass produce them.
Like Disney.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That assembly
Disney.
line wins
Can we
you.
have Disney stop being a monopoly and just break up?
Oh, I have a video on that too, man. Y'all need to be worried about Disney and them owning Fox. And they have 22 movies out this year between both studios. That's 2 movies a month almost. How many other movies do you think are going to get choked out by Disney's now owning Fox plus Disney's power at all?
Yeah, and people at my work are saying, no, they're not a monopoly. Yes, they
Oh,
are.
yes, they are, especially on the box office front. Disney will own the box office every year now, from now on, between Fox and Disney. You're looking at at least $15 billion just at the box office alone this year off of their movies. And it's going to intimidate other studios where they're going to get leery about spending money on movies and investing money, because if they're going to have to try and fit them in between Disney and Fox, they're going to get choked out. So they're not going to see a good profit, possibility for their films. So
I'm just saying how I feel. I mean, he's lost my interest on these Avatar films, and he's trying to make these Avatar films to be like Star Wars, which I'm like, I don't see how you could make this into something like Star Wars or a Marvel-like type film. I mean, it's just like, I just don't see it. I'm sorry. I just don't see it.
That's the first time I've ever heard anybody compare it to like he's trying to create a new Star Wars. Like, I've never really looked at it like that.
If anything, he's kind of copying his own work of like Alien. Like, I just watched Alien recently, and there's a lot of similar stuff that's in that.
That is true, but he's trying. But I seen one interview that he's trying to, or at least how it sounded like, he's trying to make something like like expanding the universe, make the universe more bigger. And I'm like, let me get this straight. You're trying to do what Disney is doing with the Star Wars movies. And that's the thing. I feel like, I don't know if that's going to work, because I just don't see how you could make it unless you do something that is so interesting that hasn't been done let's say hasn't been done recently. Then
there's going to be an interesting comparative argument between Avatar and Titanic coming out when it comes out, because, or not Titanic, Aquaman, because 50 to 60% of Avatar 2 is supposed to take place under the oceans of Pandora. So
speaking about that,
all I can think about when he's
saying that, no, let me say this. Speaking about that, I feel like the timing is so like people are going to compare that, but people are going to go on the sides towards Aquaman side, because I feel like Aquaman, it's a lot of CGI into it, but I feel that the way that film really did, I don't know how James Cameron's going to top that. Granted, the way his technology is done, he can make a good movie. He can make a good-looking movie.
Yeah,
I'm not denying that. But can he make a great storyline? I personally don't think so, because I feel like he.
When I heard that Avatar 2 is going to take place under the sea, I kept on thinking of Subnautica.
The only thing I know about the storyline is that Zoe Saldana read the script and it made her cry. And because she said it was that fantastic. And I'm like, that's all we can go on storyline. And the fact that he stated, pardon my French here, I'll edit it. I'll radio edit. This movie is going to be so awesome, the audience will poop themselves, is what he said.
Oh, okay, we'll see. I mean, like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, we have to wait and see, but it's like, you're setting the stage for yourself, Mr. Cameron. You're raising the bar here, and we're going to hold you to it.
I mean, that's the thing. I'm like he hasn't made a movie in such a long time that I'm like, oh, you better make something bitchin' to make me come back to your films. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, both Avatar 2, 3, and 4, and I think, is there going to be a fifth film?
There's supposed to be.
Yeah.
He said he has enough to do a fifth one, but...
Why can't he just focus on Alita?
Yeah,
Whoa.
again, we don't even know there is going to be a sequel.
Well, yeah, I think he broke. I think worldwide he made back his budget, but overall it didn't do so well. I'd say it took a little bit.
I think
Yeah,
Avatar 2 and 3 is done as far as principal photography. He's still filming 4 and possibly 5. So you're probably going to see another 4 or 5 years before you see an Alita sequel. But also, you have to think, man, Disney has dominated every year for the past 10 years between Star Wars and Marvel. James Cameron sat there and idly waited and patiently waited until, guess what? All the huge Marvel movies are over. Star Wars is done after this year on a hiatus for a while. So that's his time to make a move and get his movie in so it doesn't have to compete.
Well, I feel like it's always like,
Avatar 2 just needs to sell itself, you know, like I agree with you there, Convicts, you know,
At least I can hear
it's
everyone
been
now.
such a long time. It's been such a long time, so it's like you got to sell it, otherwise it's just going to be the next Into the Looking Glass.
No way.
Well, I think Avatar Land at Disney World is going to help with that a little bit. It's ever since Disney built Avatar Land, I think that's going to help keep it fresh in the audience's mind, you know. On that
Avatar Land. God, couldn't you have thought of a better name?
That was the biggest foreshadowing of Disney's takeover of Fox, and the Avatar franchise was.
I thought it was
getting in bed with them.
Pandora.
World of Pandora.
Pandora makes more sense.
Avatar
Thank
Land.
you.
I don't remember the
That's
name.
a better name than Avatar Land.
Yep. All right. Though. So I have to cut the stream a little short though, because I got somebody coming here to pick me up a little sooner than I thought. So if everybody wants to chill their channels real quick, we can start with you, Geek in Disguise.
Hey everybody, the Geek here with the Geek in Disguise. Like I said, small-time amateur YouTube content creator on the rise. I think I have content that's out there for everybody. Let's roll on over, check it out. If you like it, subscribe. I'll have plenty more content. But yeah, Rookie, it's fantastic being on your stream, man, for the first time on exclusive on your channel. It was great to be on with everybody. An awesome conversation and topic discussion here.
Yep, no problem. I'll see you around on other people's streams, no doubt, or on yours.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yep. And Riot Kitty, you want to say anything?
Oh yeah. Let's see. I'm a small YouTuber too. I do drawing videos.
I mean, like, I'll just say this. I mean, with Alita, I mean, granted, it was.
Wait, hold on.
Can we let Riot chill, please?
Yep. We're going through people's channels real quick, so continue, Riot Kitty.
Okay, so I do drawing videos, writing videos, and I'm gonna be
I
doing
still can't hear Riot Kitty.
I can hear. I think people in the chat can hear it too. So, yep, it's all good.
I can still do animation commentary. I'm also working on my own comic. I've got some skits up on my channel. I hope you guys check that out. I'm also working on some Ruby and She-Ra 2018 rewrites that I hope you guys all check out once it's all done.
Yep, definitely. You've got a lot of great work coming towards us. And yeah, you got nice artwork online as well on Twitter. And Aruka, or Leaf, Thresh, I'm just going to call you Aruka still. Yep.
You can call me Aruka. I don't mind. Okay, I am Leaf Darkaya 776. I am an aspiring author and YouTuber. I'm pretty small and I don't have a video out right now. I'm hoping to have one by the end of once school break starts. I should be recording, so hopefully that will come up. And I'm working on Guardians of the Veil, which is a reboot of Witch. So, and if you haven't heard of that, I have both seasons on my channel for a playlist. So you can see what the storyline will probably be like. Expanding a couple of things for the rewrite. And I am also working on Relics of War. So, yeah.
Yep, her Relics of War is definitely some good writing work. I'm reading part of that myself, just about a quarter of the way through. A comic book fan, want to chill out your channel?
I do comic reviews. I also do Dragon Ball Super reviews, re-reviewing the series. Are we ending the live stream or?
Yeah, I got it early. It's gonna go another half an hour, but I got it. My ride's here, so I'm cool.
Okay. All right, then I'll just say, just to finish off. I do Let's Plays. I rebooting them. I'm doing Injustice and also Mortal Kombat 11. And if you want to talk about other things of entertainment stuff, come down to my channel. I talk about a lot of stuff, and I mean a lot of stuff. And I'll see you guys later.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for coming by, man.
It's okay, man. Had a little family drama at the behind scenes, but it was all worth it.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I'll probably have you on again one of these days, so we'll see. And yeah, you got some good stuff in the works, good conversations, definitely, as you can tell from this stream. And,
Oh yeah.
Yep, and Ancient One. I know it's been a while to have you on, but yeah, go ahead, man. Anything you want to show?
I still have Yeti for my own channel, and I know I didn't really get much of a chance, but yeah, if it's formed, it's going to be under the name of Energy Wheel, which is pretty similar to Screw Attack with noticeable differences.
Yep. All right. Well, we're looking forward to that once you get that rolling and rocking at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, and Tim just came into the end of the stream again, just like the last one. But yeah, I'm closing out, buddy. So
Sorry, Tim cries.
you and the Senate and everyone else. I will have another watch party tomorrow around noon Pacific for Aliens. Have a good one, everybody.